Catherine initially tested positive for COVID in June 2020 and reported feeling unwell with symptoms of fatigue, a cough and headache. She continued with long COVID symptoms 12 weeks after becoming unwell, with ongoing symptoms including shortness of breath, particularly on climbing stairs or walking, and significant fatigue. Catherine's sense of smell and taste changed. Catherine initially visited her GP. She had a range of tests and felt that they wanted to find everything else wrong with her first before they would even entertain a diagnosis of post-COVID syndrome. She felt that there were lots of investigations that needed to be carried out before her GP would make a referral to the long COVID service. Catherine felt her GP didn't know enough about the illness and, in her own words, describes post-COVID syndrome as the invisible illness that people still don't understand. Catherine recalls the first contact she had with the long COVID service and her initial assessment with Rachel, the specialist occupational therapist. Catherine said that she felt a lot of relief and that there was now a real reason to how she felt and the symptoms she was experiencing. Catherine said it felt like I was being heard and that I would now get some help. She said that it felt like it started to make sense as to what was going on, which was a huge relief and provided some hope. Catherine highlighted that she believed Rachel's background in mental health really helped her. She said that she'd felt so anxious and worried when she came to her first assessment. However, Rachel made it a lot easier to open up and talk about things as she asked about her as a person and how this impacted on her emotional and psychological well-being, not just physical health. Catherine found fatigue management really helpful. This helped Catherine to understand the reason why she was getting so tired and fatigued. Catherine has shared the positive experience with the long COVID service in her own words. In one-to-one sessions, we spoke about my symptoms and how they made me feel. We talked openly about how I was struggling and that with the right guidance, looked at right ways to change my lifestyle and how I thought about things. This is where the mental health thing came in. I have experienced anxiety and low mood in the past. I've always liked stability and maintaining my normal day-to-day routines. I had to learn to face the challenges of having to change the way I approach things and how to adapt and look at different ways of planning and prioritising. Pacing my activities to help me manage my fatigue was really important early on in my therapy. The penny dropped when Rachel taught me about how long COVID manifested itself. I was being very open-minded to mindfulness and thinking about myself in a compassionate and kind way. Having a diagnosis of long COVID has sometimes made me feel individually I was failing, but the groups and peer support helped me think about things differently. Other people also felt the same as me and shared similar feelings. However, the more I've learned through the long COVID service, the more it's helped me not to beat myself up. I've learned about new symptoms that I hadn't linked to my illness initially. I was referred to the wellbeing service at Refresh. This was very informative, but struggled with anxiety to attend any of the face-to-face sessions. However, the support I have had has helped me revisit some of my interests again. I started doing crochet and I've realised that a lot of my difficulties are my mind and thoughts. My new interests help me occupy my time and help me distract myself. From the compassion-focused approach, I have learned more about random acts of kindness. I've spoken to more people and even have a little group on the bus which I catch to work. I'm definitely more compassionate to myself and enjoy helping others. Alongside my job, I now enjoy voluntary work, litter picking in my local community, and the benefits of this help with occupying my mind as well as low-level exercise. The point where Rachel spoke about acceptance was a key point for me, and I accepted that living with long COVID is the new normal for me, and I am still me, I just do things differently. The service has helped me 100%. It was so supportive and a really good experience. I knew that medicine wasn't going to fix this and there's no pills to take. All it took was the OT to take time, listen, and what they said to me. Rachel's background in mental health is perfect. I know that I can't do anything about my physical symptoms, but the impact it has on my mind and mental health is significant. It's been hard to come to terms with, and it has been like grieving. I'd lost the old me, but I have the new me. I think this should be an ongoing service as it has provided a fabulous support network.